Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Non-Fee Lounge and her maiden voyage here. Founder, director of Music Beats Cancer, Miss Dr. Mona Jhaveri. Welcome to the show.
When I founded Music Beats Cancer, it wasn't something that I thought about launching. It really happened organically. And it happened because my background is I'm a cancer researcher, and I did a lot of work at the National Cancer Institute. And when I was in the lab, I used to notice how much we invent as scientists and how little actually makes it to people. I became a scientist turned what we call biotech entrepreneur. And then I realized how difficult, if not impossible, it was to raise money, to advance it, to prove its principle, to get it to the clinic. And so my company at the time, eventually we had to fold. We just didn't have the money to keep it going. And I realized if that's what's happening to my company, that's happening to thousands of great ideas. They're falling into what we call this funding gap. We call it the valley of death. It's where the great ideas go to die because they lack the critical funding to move forward. We're not looking for the cure. We're discovering, because that's what we do as scientists. But if those discoveries don't advance into a real medical innovation, no one benefits. And yet the public is unaware. And so I set out to launch Music Beats Cancer to do two things: to support those scientist entrepreneurs who have real solutions in their hands, to help them raise funds, and also to educate the public. We never had this way that the public would get around an issue. It was always some celebrity or some top-down, sponsor. But our model was different. Ours was crowdfunding. So I applied a crowd model to a charity, which wasn't really something people did. Music and charity are not something that are separated, right?
Right, they're not formal.
Charity has always capitalized on music and vice versa.
Correct.
Music and musicians have always played a role in changing social norms.
Jerry Lewis did his charities for years. He always got entertainment.
And there's no shortage of musicians that have put out music today dealing with what people are going through with Corona.
Definitely.
And all the toxicities of our time. So we put on what we call the Music Beats Cancer Challenge. And this is basically just our big fundraising activity. And what we do is we bring artists on our platform. Each artist has a page on our platform with a donate button, basically. And we put these challenges together where the artists who raise the most will get something special. And at the beginning, it was like a unique performance, a meeting with Republic Records, these sorts of things. And we started putting it out there, and artists were getting on board, and we started realizing what motivates artists to get behind us. We have artists from all over the world. And it touched me that this cause transcends countries. And they're all vying to get into the American market and to be part of a cause that means something to them, but also get their music heard here.
You've done a lot, okay, building this organization, your work in school. But when it's all said and done for you, what do you want people to remember you by?
My long vision is that Music Beats Cancer will become the go-to charity for fighting the war on cancer.